5 proposed services. Why do I use the word proposed? Because none of these service has been implemented. You can't see any taxi out there under the umbrella of SWIFTtrip. No airline, no airport. But these 5 core services, 5 proposed services, are what we are building now. Because we always tell our shareholders, intending shareholders, and those that care to know that we are still at the vision stage. We have not launched this app. Are we together now? So what is the number one? Aviation. Aviation is everything that has to do with air movement. Booking your flight ticket from one country to another. We have the likes of Air Peace. Hello, are we together? We have the likes of what? Air Peace. Eric. Air Peace is become very popular today. This company is owned by a man, one man, somebody on Yema. Now, these are the things that gives us that confidence that you and I, that 2.4 million of us can do better. Look at the screen, you can see the beauty achieved by one man, Air Peace. Now, come to think of you and I, 2.4 million of us building the same thing. I believe that this had already given you the picture that we are going to do better. Are we together here? Now, we are going to own our own airports and airlines. Not airlines registered, flying to go and land in other airports. No, we own our own airport and our own aircrafts. Can we celebrate God for this? This is what you are coming to be part of. An owner of an airport. Now, the second one is the e-taxi. E-taxi. We have the likes of Uber, Bolt, InDrive. One of our brother launched his last year, Enviable Transport. So, what we are building is not something that has never been done. So when you see people arguing, can they achieve this? Is this possible? The first thing that should come to a man is, has it, and before this into someone thought it was the state of the nation. Okay, someone sat down and thought it, and at the end, it's possibilities. Even people that you can't achieve. And today, it's both up. You can order your ride. And then this meeting, you pay for that service. This is what we are building. We have one which is e-commerce. It's very popular in Nigeria. Amazon, one of the don't have more people like you. Of the world and just connecting on top of the nation. So you begin to develop, you need to stay come of you future. That future we are talking about, if you and I will want to make that future to it's possible. If you and I work together, make that future next month, it is possible. But it can only be possible, this can only be bettered when you and I have an understanding of what we are building. You can't put in all your efforts until you are able to see where we are going to. Don't forget that what we are building is a global project. By the time we launch this business, you and I, as co-owners of this business, we automatically employ citizens of nations. Today, SWIFTtrip has been registered in Nigeria and UK, United Kingdom. Can we jam our hands together? Why I ask us to do this is because it's not an easy thing to break into nations like UK. It's not one of African countries. It's about United Kingdom. Persons that head you never be possible. It is. So now, you see yourself, see myself as a member of a global. The wives tomorrow will be working. You also office for them to come and submit their shares. They will be working for you who they are working for. As they are making use of this our service, they are paying you without knowing you, by enriching your pocket without knowing the power behind system. This is part of system. What we are building is a system. The system will live us. I mean, this system will continue to live even when we are no more. You go to build, you pass it on to your end. Your children will continue up, will continue pass it to their own children. The only end to this system of our Lord Jesus. Not a system or a thing where so you come and renew your ownership. You will pay it for once. You earn forever. I've seen, so since when they see analysis done, they say it's impossible. Well, you'll be here billions, you'll be here trillions. See today that you are an owner of the global process. One of the ways this will be working as a global project is that in Nigeria, other nations is a some is among is even easier that traveled to Canada the other time. She was like Nigeria is ahead of Canada. Ahead of So next time she tried to call me, it will be my time, maybe I'm on program. She made a mistake. So I need to copy your over at last. So it's night. So when it's night, you are sleeping. To those other countries that is day, they are working. They are booking flights. They are booking their ride. They are buying on our commerce platform, our Swift Mart. So are booking their hotel. So when you sleep and wake up, you are rest assured that something had already happened to your bank account. I don't know if it's clear. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. So when you are sleeping, you have peace. You sleep with zero worries. You no longer think about your tomorrow because something is working for you. Are we following now? So we look at the fourth one, which is logistics. So SWIFTtrip is making it possible for you and I that whatever good you purchase from any part of the world, it comes to you. Because SWIFTtrip would make sure by these logistics services that goods gets to you. We have likes of the UPS, DHL, FedEx. These are already existing logistic services. So we are coming to do something bigger, better than what you are seeing and what you know. Are we together here? Are we following? So the fifth one is hospitality. Hospitality. Look at this. Both Chevron, everybody's talking about today. Our CEO will always tell us that this will be like chives by the time we come. Because this is 2.4 million of us building something like this. So where people can lodge. By next week, we'll be traveling to Lagos for the end of the year event party. A lot of persons would need this service. If you don't have a family, a close by person to the event center, you would definitely have to book lodge in a hotel. What that means is that by the time this business is launched, problems and issues, challenges like this are already solved. Because while you are booking your flight, you are also making provision for your lodge. As you land in that country, in that state, SWIFTtrip taxi will come and pick you up straight to your hotel room. Can we celebrate God once again? All right, so we're moving to the next. So has SWIFTtrip gone live? This is the question in the heart of many, especially those coming for the first time. Has SWIFTtrip gone live? If you followed me carefully, I had already given an answer to this question when I said that these services are proposed. So it's still not implemented yet. You can't see our taxi anywhere. Okay, so SWIFTtrip is currently at its development through vision phase and calls for subscribers to facilitate business development. To facilitate to this business development. So SWIFTtrip has not gone live. That is why we are still doing what we are doing today. By the time SWIFTtrip go live, there will no longer be meetings like this. Are we following? There will no longer be meetings like this. If there must be anything, if there must be any meeting that will bring us together, it must be for other purposes, not to talk about SWIFTtrip. Because by that time, all you will be doing, all you will be busy doing by the time we have gone live is to plan how and what to channel your money into. You'll be running your multi-million businesses. You'll be too busy to be here, seated like this. Are we following? So let's move to the next. We are going to be looking at, before you give me these subscription levels, can we see what makes SWIFTtrip different from other companies? What makes SWIFTtrip different from other companies? Thank you very much. Bring it back. Bring it back. The PYC. So the PYC, what is PYC? I know almost everyone here know or must have heard of KYC. If you have heard of KYC, please, can I see your hand up? Thank you very much. KYC means know your customer. So we are the first. Means that we are the first place our customers on customer. What means the time we launch this, we book tickets and they get to the destination. They come from what of that amount that they paid. They used in purchase. You read at the end the company pays you back, gives you the amount that you pay. Platform to our logistics service. You book there with Swift, you get to say back. This is the better. I mean, this is the backbone of this system. It's one way that SWIFTtrip make you proud. Because coming with something that has never existed. We are the first to implement it. And because of this, SWIFTtrip assuring is going to make you proud. Thank you very much. Right, so let's move to next. That is very important. Alright, we are done with PYC. Let's move to the next slide. I already have seen people, but let me. If you shut down the system, I can still flow. Right. Thank you very much. Next. Alright, so we'll be looking at how this in shadows with the dynamic analysis. We look at two most important people in this phase. Why I call them the two most important people is because we two, even system will earn nothing. That I refer them as the two most important people. And who are these two important people? And the person that is what? Director. However, is not the provider, but the platform provider. So the pilots are the pilots. So now the passenger is the option without which you I we aim. That is why the system say that only to encourage these people that's generating profit for him, it place them on the same. These people are encouraged. They will come back to do business even more. The business don't go ahead to recommend our company. What is on the scene? When this passenger meets with the driver, and at the end of it, this passenger is to pay according to of the system. What do I mean by that? It's not something that passenger will start again. It's just from here to here. This is how much you know. System will decide. System will tell the passenger, look at how much you will pay, and the driver has no say because the system has spoken. So when this money is paid, remember it will be calculated by distance. How much this passenger will pay will be calculated by the distance of that journey. So if, for instance, it's 2,000 naira, 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, that money is considered what? 100%. 100% because the passenger paid the exact amount that the system displayed, because he or she will see it on his or her smartphone. The same thing will appear in that of the driver. So when this money is paid, this transaction is made, it is considered 100%. And we see that 100% moving to the company, the platform provider. And from there, the next thing that happens here is the distribution of that money. So now I'll be taking it from one point to another. No tax. People, or before you attend to the next, this distribution at the same time, the same minute, as you must, we cannot wait for you to what you take is from one so from the company, the company which is rather 10% that was generated. For it's important to you because you are a co is for CEO, no, is for a shadow. What is for the company's person, for the company? This is happening. Hearing that the is in unjust by the grace of and just races. So manufacturer will be from these 10 points reserved. I'll follow you now. So out of 100, how many is taken? How many is taken? Thank you very much. You are following. Now, in spirit, we are still coming to two categories of size: shareholders, co-owners. I can interchangeable. I say subscribers, shareholders, or co-owners. I can say we have the owners and we have the here. Those coming from the that's level. Okay, coming to that, or you have a better idea. Now, who in that category are the stakeholders, and the people coming as no stakeholders. What's the current price? 7,500. So these are stakeholders. So in this system, generated percent of that go the note holders and 2% holders. Why is the note more? Because the smaller amount, like a unit. So but the system here will take percent. People will take 2%. Now the reasons we have private in this note level that are the stake. So are sharing this. And it is this note holders that will give this 2.4 million. That's where we get more. They're taking 3% in dollars and these holders. So two from the 3, that's plus 10, 15. Thank you very much. So we look at the next, the driver, and how much is going to the driver. I believe at the end of this, if you understand this, so many persons go and learn how to become a driver in this company. This driver will take 80% of that 100 that was generated. Why would this driver take a higher share of this profit? The reason is because, like the name under there, you are being your level of vacation somewhere in a location. Don't even know, but is, you know, this is for you. They are saying that he uses his energy, his time. If the power breaks down, he fix it. The fueling of the car is also in this 80%. The company to you, not us. If there is any maintenance that needs to be done in that car, he takes care of it. So that is why the company owes him this huge amount. So 80% meeting fee. That's how many? 50. Thank you so much. Remaining. How many is remaining? All right. Let's look at what this is going to. When you look at customer passengers referral and that's on the referral side, you will see some on both sides. From the customer side, the customer, because at this stage you can't via any link. There's no link anywhere to can refer to SWIFTtrip. SWIFT is a closed system. You can't come in, someone needs to be in. Someone to bring you in and call once. Hello. But by the time we launch this business, it will no longer. How would it work that time? It will work with this link. That link. People will link and then they store. And when this is done, when any of those people that use your link to drive, so come to think of 1,000 under you. It's from 1%. 1,000 people. How many? That is 1,000%. What it is. To use that is free of charge. Just download with the link. And anytime that person up with your link, book a flight, right, on that logistics, you will earn 1%. I will wait for the. Thank you. When this is done, the person, I mean the person, because two levels of referral. You earn from your first to your fourth generation of referrals. So the second person, under the person that shared the link, receives 0.3%. And the third, the fourth person receives what? 0.1, 0.1. You sum it up. 1 is 1 plus 0.3 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 give you what? 1.5. Okay. You see what goes to the customer referral? 1.5. Same goes to the customer driver. Same 1.5. That is 3%. 95. Plus 95.